Hey everyone, it's Lisa Bongean from Primitive Gatherings, and I'm super excited because December 13th is the 12 days of Christmas day. It's our 12th day, 12 more days till Christmas, so we're super excited to bring you our 12 days this year of my favorite things or needful things or whatever you want to call it. But today's the day that we're kicking it off. So come on, jump on in, tell us where you're from, leave some comments. We are not going to give away any prizes today during this live, but all you have to do is go on our blog and leave comments there. And we are going to pick 2 winners on the blog post and then 2 winners on the YouTube comments. So after this video is over and posted, you can go on to the YouTube channel and post a comment there. And I believe I asked a question. Heidi, what was the question I asked them?
Oh man, you put me on the spot. And you told you.
All right, so I can't remember because, we work a little ahead, but I posted a question there for you to leave a comment about, and maybe Heidi will go look at it before we're over and we'll talk about it. But 2 chances to win on the YouTube channel and on my blog. So day 12 is Little Gathering. So this is a book published by Martingale of a bunch of my little quilts that you see. Remember when we used to do lives at home and you would see all my little wall of minis? So some of those are in this book, but I want to go through all of them. So we're going to do a little trunk show for them with you. And then also we are going to give away, if anybody orders this book, it will come signed, and we're going to give away a small variety pack of triangles with each book purchase, and this is a pre-order. They are in Martingale, so they'll be shipping to us soon, and any day we should get them. I'll get them all autographed and out the door for you. Now, just a little recap of how the 12 days of Christmas works before I get to the trunk show is you can do 1 order or you can do several orders. So that's up to you. But anything that's a pre-order, those have to be the only thing on your order. All right. So that's the only thing that we ask is try not to put too many other things on there. Are they able to put things on if there's a pre-order in the cart?
They are not.
Okay.
Pre-order is the only thing in their cart.
Right, so if you can't place your order and you're having difficulty, it's because you have something in there that's a pre-order only. So that can only be the only thing in your cart at the time. So I will sign this book. You're going to get a package of triangle papers, which I think they're like $8 or something like that. So you're going to get a nice little $8 gift free. The book is $25.99. So this is our first one that we're going to go through. So let's go through the table of contents. So flower baskets is our first quilt in the book. And please, if you have any questions about anything, let us know and we will get to it. All right, so flower baskets. You want me to just take it down?
Yeah.
The girls have this nicely up here. So if you want to do a wall of minis like I did at my house, I have a blog post on that. I think it's called Mini Quilt Show, and you can find out how I did the yardsticks and these little clips. There's a link on there on where to find those. So this one is called flower baskets. It's little tiny pieces. These look like 3/4 of an inch, and then a little wool applique on the basket to just give it a little fun. And you can change the colors of these. You can do it however you want, modern and bright or traditional, but just simple blocks, and these make perfect little gifts. Mini quilts make a big impact and perfect gifts because you don't feel like you're giving away your heart and soul with every little quilt that you give away. Some of them are hard to give away though, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so the next one is a mini version of the big anchor point quilt that hangs in my home. So this is a peace star. I believe these are, they look smaller than 1 inch, but I bet they were 1.5. And then the quilting kind of sucks up some of that. Just one little 1 inch finished, so 1.5 cut, and then look at what you can do. You can put an anchor in here. You can put anything else in here. Applique, that's your symbol. The anchor is kind of my symbol of my house. And then look at that beautiful quilting that you can do yourself or send away for your long arm quilter to do her magic on. You want to see the backs? So this one was quilted by Linda from the Quilted Pineapple. Super fun. All right, next one is the Primitive Star. So that is this one here that we showcasing on the little stand here. We do sell these stands as well. I believe they are $45. Yes, $45, right. And the only reason why I know that is because I just taught a week-long Naughty and Nice retreat where one of the projects fit nicely on this as well. So that's why I know. So half-inch finished in here. So you can do it. Triangle paper is your friend. And trust me, just do all the steps, starching, cutting accurately, piecing accurately, and you will have this beautiful star quilt that will make everybody's mouth fall open when they see that. And again, color choices. Some of these quilts I made a while back, and we will be redoing some of those in different colors coming up to promote this book and some of the kits in it. So the next one is in like the top 3 of this book for me. So this one is called Winter Star. So Winter Star is blues and grays, simple star blocks, tiny, tiny piecing so you can kind of get an idea of how small these really are. And if you've been piecing with me now for a while, I'm sure that maybe your confidence has grown a little bit with making some of the quilters, the Hugs for Heroes quilt that we just did, the Quilter Stitch Along. But again, triangle paper is your friend. So simple. And then maybe you only want to do 4 blocks. So you can change some of these quilts to fit what size you want them to be. But remember, you all know that as quilters, I love seeing how you change things because that makes it a lot fun to see some of the different things that you do. All right, check this guy out. So this one is called Star Puzzle, and I like to teach this as a little mini class. So this makes a great class because you're doing a star block, another piece block, and then so you got square and square, you got flying geese, you got half square triangles. So you will learn a bunch of different things with this one little quilt. And again, it's all about the colors that you choose. Dark, medium, and light works really good, or red, white, and blue would look really good. But again, great for your decorating or to give away as gifts. How are we doing? Do we have any questions at all? No?
They just absolutely love everything.
They just like everything?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Okay, Cactus Basket is next. Cactus Baskets, another beauty quilted by Linda, the Quilted Pineapple. Little tulip baskets. I think those blocks are about 2 inches. Super fun, super cute. I want to redo this one for sure because I don't have a lot of red at anchor point, so I want to do this in more neutral color palette. But again, so much fun. And look at that quilting, really elevates that little quilt. Fuzz on the back from my sweater. And if you're just jumping on, we're talking about our 12 days. Day 12 is the Little Gatherings book here that just is hot off the press from Martingale. And we haven't talked a lot about the book because I always get a little nervous that it's not going to come in on time with the shipping delays. But somebody was on our side because I heard that it already has landed in Martingale land. So it should be coming to us soon. And we ordered a bunch of copies, and we'll get them signed, and we'll get that triangle paper in there and out to you. 9 patch stars. Now, you all know I love 9 patches. So this one is the cover of the book. Again, and you can do so many of these quilts from your fabric collection. We don't have kits for these. We might have a few left over from some other, when maybe one of them was like in a different book or in a single pattern, but I highly doubt that there's any amount of numbers left. But like I said, we're gonna redo some of these and have some fun with it. Maybe we do one a month for a stitch along in 2020. That might be a great idea. All right, so here's the back. Put a busy back on your quilt. All this is meandered with clear smoke thread. So you barely see the quilting with how busy the fabric is. And us beginners, when we do that, we like that, so you can't see it. So it's not an issue if you're not like the perfect machine quilter. All right, rail fence. Now this one is a little fun. I don't think I've ever done a 1/4 inch inner border, but these were just cut-offs from some of the blocks when I trimmed them. So then I decided to put that in as an inner border. So that would be 3/4 cut. And then it's really not small until you press, and then voila, there it is, 1/4 inch, because you have 1/4 inch seam allowance here, 1/4 inch seam allowance there, and then it looks like you're amazing because everybody thinks you like sewed those little squares together, but we know we didn't. This is just a strip pieced unit, and then we just trim that. So rail fence, beautiful little scrap buster. How cute is that? Here's the back. I love it when people like make things out of all their scrap fabrics. I just was looking at one of the pictures in here, and it looks like it's like in a camper, like in somebody's mirror in their camper. So yeah, we make little quilts for your camper and your traveling house. All right, this is a fun one here. Again, another 9 patch, a little bit simpler. It's not, we don't have anything to do with the stars or anything like that. We just set it on point with a whole bunch of different fabrics, no repeating in the 9 patches. And again, just meandered. You can't even really see the quilting at all. I can turn it around. You know what? I hand quilted this. I hand quilted it. It's been a while. But yeah. Beautiful. And again, it'll look totally different when with other different color fabric there that you choose to set it. It'll look different in blue, it'll look different with green. Okay, so do you remember when we did triangle gatherings a couple years back? And some of the blocks were 2 inches. So I thought I would put them in the center of a feathered star block and use those. So some of you might have some of those 2-inch blocks lying around like I did, and then you put them in 5 blocks instead of 200, and then you come up with this beautiful quilt showcasing those little guys there. So, but the pattern is in here for all of the 5 blocks. Again, Martingale's beautiful directions. The quilting, I don't know if you see it really nice here. And then when you design fabric, you might want to like leave your salvage on the sleeve so you can see that, this is what this was one of the earlier lines, and I wanted to see primitive gatherings on there, so I just left it on the sleeve. So this is a sleeve here, which I don't use a lot of sleeves now with the way I hook them on the yardsticks. All right, then we have my favorite one. Like, I want to make this quilt big too because I think it's super fun. So it's a 9 patch, and then you put corners on. So you put you make that 9 patch like square in a square, and then you just put another one on it again. So you just kind of layer those on. So it looks really complicated, but it is really simple. So I think this one quilt would be made big would be awesome too as well. But here you go, a little 11 by 11. I think it'll fit beautifully on this guy here too as well. See that? And these come in black and white or unfinished, so you can paint it whatever color you want. And this one, I remember just quilting this on my Juki, just straight lines. And I would mark with my Hera marker about 1 inch apart, and then I would just eyeball the center, and then you just go both ways. So if you like to quilt your own quilts, that easily can be done with these little minis. So that's what's fun too, is these don't have to be sent out to the long arm quilter. You can easily meander them, straight stitch them, and it's not a big deal. You can get them done no time flat. All right, look at this photography. Isn't that just so beautiful? Okay, I think one more. This is for sure one of them that I want to redo in a different color. I did this in my Christmas Gatherings fabric line at the time, and now I want to redo this one because this is like one of my most favorite patterns. I love those feathered stars. But again, half square triangles, quarter square triangles, flying geese, but so fun. And again, this one is quilted straight line, so nothing fancy. And don't worry about hitting each point perfectly. You just put the grid on and nobody cares. So one of the other things I do is I just write on the back of my quilt sometimes for the label. That way nobody can take it off, and it's on there for good with a archival pen, a Pigma, or some of those, whatever. There's all kinds of them out now. So I just, in my little blocks, wrote my name and the year I did it. Okay, so that is all of the quilts in the book. There are 13 total in here. And like I said, I'm going to autograph it for you. I'm going to throw in some triangle paper so you can get stitching right away once it comes. And then stay tuned for more for all week or all the 12 days. We have some live videos and we have some recorded ones for you each day. But I hope you join along, and we'll have a great time, and we'll give you lots of deals. And make sure you comment, because you could win. And say we pick you as a winner of the book and you already purchased it, we'll just go in and credit your account with it, and you will have a credit in your account for it. So it doesn't matter if you purchase it and then you win it. That's what we'll do, right, Jess? That's not a problem?
That's not a problem.
Okay. Oh, and then I look at this. So I know not all of you remember to order the mug when we had it for a pre-order, and we are doing one last run of them. It won't come in until when, Jess?
May, June of next year.
May, June. You're not going to get this mug till May, June, but if you have your collection of them and you don't want to miss out, this is a pre-order as well. Put that in your cart, and I believe there's a coupon that goes along with this because the shipping is so expensive on this one, because we really have to pack it really well, and then we added an extra $5.99 for shipping. So we actually, when we ship this out, give you a $10 coupon off a future purchase to kind of cover the offset of that shipping. So don't miss out. This is the last time we're going to announce this. I believe it comes off order on Friday, so we can get that order in and confirm up those numbers. But you don't want to miss this cute little Santa if you have been collecting them all along. All right, so what do we do if they want to keep continuing orders? They can just, anything that's not a pre-order can be one order at the end, Jess?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. All right, so what I mean by that is say tomorrow is a different order or whatever, and you want to combine all your orders for each day. You have until January 2nd to place your order. You'll still get all the sales on everything until January 2nd. So that's one of the things.
Some things are limited stock, though.
Okay, yep. So I don't really know what they are yet, but maybe you know what they are. But we'll tell you if it's limited, so you want to just put your order in that day. And if you can't order it, that means we're out of stock, because our website does hold number values. Like if we only have 12 of something, we wouldn't probably put something on if we only had 12, but let's say we only have 120. Once those are sold, they're gone. So that's why you won't be able to put it in your cart if it gets that. So some of those things you won't want to wait on. All right, so that's it for today. I don't think I have anything else.
Do you want another question?
Yes.
Okay, so estimate on how many quilting, stitching, craft books that you own.
Oh, yes. So here is the comment. So in our YouTube and on our blog, one of the questions to be into the drawing to win this book and the triangle papers is tell me how many, and it can be a good guesstimate, how many books do you own that are quilting, crafting, stitching? That's your answer, because it's hard for me just to say, hey, leave a comment, oh, Lisa, yeah, I love your sweater. Which, by the way, this is an old sweater, so don't know where this came from, so don't ask for it, all right? But I give you a question so you can leave a comment without just trying to make something up on your own. So it's interesting to read all, like, oh, I have 5, or oh, I have none, this is my first, or I have 324 books. So we love to read the comments on it.
Which is probably you, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'll try to make a guesstimate of how many I own, but I love books. Love books. So, and just because you don't love every project in the book doesn't mean your taste won't change over time. Like, I used to never like 30s quilts, and now I love them. So, it just happens. That's just the way it is. You evolve, and your tastes widen and broaden. So, at least it did for me. All right, anything else?
Just to clarify, we cannot combine orders. So you can't order on day 3 and then on day 7 and then on day 11 and then expect for us to combine them all.
Yeah.
You would have to order all at the end for that to all ship together.
Okay, so if you didn't quite hear that, we won't combine orders. So if you place an order and then you place another order and say, oh, can you combine that with my first order? We can't do that. All right. It's just the volume, the manpower it would take to marry those all up. If all, 565 people did that, we can't do it. So if you want your things to ship together, order them together. Pre-orders, again, will ship separately. So hopefully it's not too confusing. We don't try to be a pain, but sometimes there's these things that we can't help. So trust me, we do let you order things in a bunch, but don't ask us to marry them up later on. Okay? All right. I know we all have tons of work to do to get ready for Christmas, so I'm going to leave you here, and we will be back tomorrow with another day 11 needful thing or my favorite thing. All right? Take care, everyone. Bye now.